Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys an end of the year reading. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look and see what 2024 might hold in store for us. So obviously just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'm going to be using here today, I will list them down below, as well as this beautiful Orgonite, which is called A Savior is Born, created by Michele from Bell's Wing and Bell. So what I decided to do is to take one of my decks, which is called the Charm Cards, and I went through and I selected topics that I thought would be interesting to kind of do a forecast on for 2024. So we're just going to go ahead and shuffle this small deck, and we're just going to pick cards randomly, and then we're going to draw a combination of Oracle and Tarot cards just to see what we need to know. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look and see what does Spirit want us to focus on first when it comes to next year, 2024, and what we might be dealing with. Let's take a look at the category here. Ooh, the category is the mirror, the image. So this is going to be you. So what is going to be your image? So some of you guys might want to project maybe a new and improved image next year. Maybe some of you guys want to focus on your image, focus on whether it's, your body, the way you see yourself, saying loving words to yourself, being kind to yourself, or maybe just getting back into shape or getting healthy, just all of the above. Doesn't have to just be physical though. This could be many things. This could be, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of that. So to me, it's just kind of like getting back into shape. We're looking in the mirror and we like what we see. So let's go ahead and get some details surrounding what we are going to be perhaps experiencing in this particular category. So let's get started. All right, so we have the Zodiac 108 Oracle by the, basically all the decks here besides this one that I created are created by the Intuit Oracle people. So I'll put everything down below. Okay, this one wants to fly out immediately. Okay, so we have the library. It says knowledge and learning, history, information, research and books, pastimes, archives, hidden documents, searching, secrets, looking beneath the surface, author, reading, or writing. Very cool. Some of you guys might be actually thinking of writing a book on your own story. Now, it could be a fictional book, but it could be a fictional book that's based on your life experiences. I am getting that for some of you. Some of you guys might also be interested in just learning, studying up on something specific. Maybe taking a class, going back to school. You're wanting to kind of brush up on things. Some of you guys are going to want to maybe dive into your family history and just kind of learn about your ancestors or your relatives. And maybe this is going to kind of showcase something to you about yourself, some important information you might research. But this is also about being the author of your own life. Where do you want your story to go next? And so it's kind of like we're taking a look at ourselves and we're realizing that whenever we want to change the script or the narrative, or we want to change things up in our lives, we have the power to do so. We are in control of that. So I really like it. To me, this is like we're taking back our power. We're really empowering ourselves this year with that library. So next year seems to be a whole new improved you, learning more and learning to love yourself. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so we have letters. So we have two different cards that say writing. Now, some of you guys, this could be as simple as writing in a journal. This could be very therapeutic, you're finding this year. I'm sorry, I keep saying this year, I meant next year. You'll be finding that it's very therapeutic for you to write, okay, journal. But even, like I said, writing a letter. This could also be looking at yourself and realizing, you know what, maybe this is about reaching out to a relative, reaching out, creating some sort of communication with somebody that you've lost touch with. So that could be something that you decide that would be really good for you to do that next year, okay? But I definitely get this whole writing, communication, fax, email, mail, notes, contact information, records, news, memo. There's something about writing. There's something about communication or information, something about records, keeping records. Could even be like the Akashic Library I'm getting for some of you guys, really diving into who you are, what you're meant to do, just like really diving deep into what your life purpose is while you're here, really wanting to make your time here on earth count. So that seems to be significant. All right, this is the Intuit Angel Oracle. Let's see what angel wants to come through with this information here. Okay, so we have Barbiel. It says angel of compassion, metamorphosis and shifting consciousness, peaceful change, light codes, and transform. So this particular angel is going to aid ascension through transformation, soul healing, and alignment with your higher purpose. It's crazy because I was just getting that from the Akashic Library. A lot of you guys are going to want to access your higher purpose, maybe even some sort of higher education or something like that as well. But it says Obsidian, the month of October, and follow intuition. So you're really going to find next year that you're following your intuition. You're letting your intuition be your guide in a lot of your decisions. October could be highlighted as in there's something significant that happens in October, but obsidian is a stone that we use in order to protect our energy. So you might find that especially if you're like a sensitive empath, you might find that a lot of your down, like your feelings of being down or drained, could be from other people. It could be that you're taking on other people's junk. So it might be helpful for you guys to carry around obsidian or to get jewelry or something like that with the stone obsidian that will help to absorb a lot of this negative energy that really doesn't belong to you. It's actually coming from your environment, okay? Because the angel of compassion means that sometimes we get very irritable. We're good people, but we get irritable because we're taking on so much. And so we end up lashing out at others, and it's not even about them. So we're kind of looking to change something within ourselves. We're looking to kind of change the way that we're handling situations instead of looking at everybody else as the issue or problem. We're learning to just kind of rectify that problem. So this is the Intuit Tarot. Let's see what tarot card wants to come through with this. Ooh, I love this. What a fantastic card for the self. We've got the Sun. This is positive energy. This is like yes, yes, whether it's upright or reversed here. The sun is connected to the sign of Leo. That would be August. We could have August, September, October could be highlighted months here for when you're really shining. But this says warmth, radiant energy, a rush of energy, freedom, optimism, success, happiness, positivity, vitality, and truth. So, we're really headed towards the light. It doesn't mean we're not going to have any darkness or dark days or deal with any upsets in 2024. But what I'm getting here is that you're up for the challenge. You're on this horse. You are riding through. You're pushing through to the light. You're not getting stuck or snagged or hung up on, things that just really are going to lower your vibration and just cause you to just really kind of dwell on things that you don't really need to dwell on. Shit happens, but it's all in the way that we pick ourselves back up and we keep moving forward. And I feel like a lot of you guys are choosing to empower yourselves this year with this particular attitude. So that's fantastic. The sun could also be that you're shining. You're a bright shining star. The sun is a star technically. So you're a bright shining star. You're also very action oriented in 2024. Instead of kind of taking a passive role, what you're doing is you're more energetic. You're more apt to kind of go after your goals and the things that you want to do. You have more confidence. You feel like you can do it. So that's kind of like, to me, the sun is a you can do it card. And that seems to be your energy. Okay. And if you are making some sort of, changes, you're going to do it in a compassionate way. This isn't going to be, oh, you need to just accept me for the way that I am, tough shit. It's not that kind of an attitude. It's more or less like, look, you know what? Maybe we're just not on the same page, or you know what? We just don't want the same things, and that's okay. So that would be more of that compassionate energy where we're empowered, but we're not being like bullies about it. We're not trying to step on people's toes in order to get to where we want to be. We're doing it in a compassionate way. So I think that that's really beautiful for the self-image. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get another. Okay, so we have friendship, Teapot. All right, so this is going to be our environment. I see the friendship card definitely as people that we are close to. This could, of course, include romance, but I feel like this is probably more going to be like your family, your friends, your coworkers, soul family, that sort of thing. There could be love somewhere in here too, but I just feel like that's really where I'm picking up that energy. It's just more on a friendship vibe. Okay, so we have corset. Ooh, we have held together, boundaries, restriction, prim and proper, following rules, structured, buttoned up, perfect posture, holding it together, support, shapeshift, and a people pleaser. Okay, so the whole very end here. So the corset. let's think about this. Women back in the day wore this corset, and, you read stories where they actually are passing out because they were trying to, they were like squeezing their intestines. So it's not like it's the most comfortable thing. It looks good on the outside, but what the hell is really going on in the inside? Yeah, we don't want to know. So to me, it's not really a positive card. Doesn't mean it's like doom and gloom, but what I'm getting here is that instead of trying to people please, this is about speaking your truth and holding up healthy boundaries with people, actually. And our soul family is designed to help us to learn a lot of things about ourselves. And so if you've got some troublesome people in your soul family, instead of condemning it and shaming it and running away from it, it might be that you have a great opportunity to be able to exercise these tools. How many times have we just ran away from something because it's just too hard to deal with? Well, when people are abusive or narcissistic, sometimes that's the only thing that you can do. So I definitely feel like there's a reason to sometimes cut people off completely. But when it comes to maybe your parents or your siblings or your best friend or something like that, and it's not a problematic relationship all the time. When a challenge arises, instead of throwing in the towel and saying, F this, I'm done, this is an opportunity for us to learn something by compromising and reflecting. And so I'm kind of getting this energy with this particular card. So it will be an opportunity to set a healthy boundary with a friend, or to basically just be honest and authentic and express yourself if you've been holding something back and just trying to please somebody by saying yes and going along with it, and really speaking your mind and saying, I actually don't really like doing that, but I've been too afraid to be honest and tell you. And then the other person says, gosh, why didn't you tell me that before? I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. And then you're just kind of like, yeah, that's stupid, right? And then you laugh about it. And then moving forward, both of you get what you want, because now the person knows that you don't like that, so they don't ask anymore. And then you're happy because you don't have to do the thing you don't want to do anymore. So sometimes things do just work out, especially with people that really, truly love you. Okay. Let's see what else. We have Fox. Okay. We have self-interest. Stealth, something that's wrong, deceit, trap, redhead, cunning, sly, crafty. Okay, I didn't really want to go down like a dark path with this, but I do feel, you guys, that sometimes you are going to have to be a little selfish in your dealings with people. Sometimes we can have a lot of guilt around that, like I need to be kind, I need to be giving, I need to say yes, I need to be helpful. Well, actually, that's not always going to work out for you in the end. Sometimes it's just going to make you downright resentful, and sometimes it's going to really burden you. So we have to be true to our own needs and our own self. So I feel like that self-interest card can be a healthy thing sometimes, especially when you're dealing with people that maybe are trying to trap you into doing things that you don't really want to do, and it's all in their own self-interest, their best interest, and you feel that. I've dealt with that before. I remember this is many, many years ago when I was taking a course, and there was just someone in this particular course that wanted to do certain things on a trip, and me and the other person did not want to do these things. And it was amazing the lengths that they went to make sure that we did this thing that they wanted us to do. And I just remember I felt so deceived. I felt so manipulated. I felt like it was such a cunning and crafty act. I was like, ew. And so guess what? When we got back from that trip, guess what I did? I was done, because it was just an energy where I'm like, no, that's not a true friend. That's not somebody that is looking out for everyone's best interest. They're only looking at their own self-interest. So we all know those people. So, sometimes people that are in our groups, they're not meant to be in our social groups forever. They're meant to be a lesson for us. And sometimes they're very difficult, hard lessons. And sometimes you realize who your true friends are versus who are not your true friends. And maybe some of you guys will be recycling out friendships that really aren't in alignment with you next year. Because now we're getting down to something's off, something's wrong. If you're at a point with somebody that you constantly are always questioning your reality, you're always feeling the same thing, but then they're really nice, and so you're kind of like, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being too hard, or maybe I'm just being paranoid. If you do that more than, I'm going to say more than once, that's usually a red flag. But if this has happened 3 times and you just keep going down this path of always ending up at the same point with someone, there's a high probability that you're dealing with somebody who's just extremely toxic, possibly even narcissistic, or just somebody who is a liar and very crafty. And though I hate to say it, but the world is full of people like that. And if you're a really good person, you're going to probably get mangled up with these types of people because they're usually attracted to very kind, giving, and loving people. But once you encounter one of these individuals, you can put that to put that to memory, and that way, when it comes up again in new friendships, you're going to run for the hills. You're not even going to deal with the shit. So it's not always a bad thing to encounter one of these types of people, because you will learn a lot from that experience and it will help you throughout your lifetime. Okay. So let's see what else. We have Angel of Patience, inner peace, next best step, develop plans, attention to detail, cautious and unruffled. Okay, very interesting. This is about not letting somebody get to you, and that's very difficult. Sometimes you do have to put people on ignore, especially people that are addicted to drama. They're addicted to the fuel that you give them. They're addicted to your reaction because it makes them feel better. It excites them. Some people are that sick where it excites them. So I feel like there is going to be something where it's a process. You're going to have to kind of find what your boundaries are. You're going to have to kind of find out like maybe what's brewing. I think that's interesting, Teapot, what's brewing beneath the surface. And I feel like some of you guys are going to discover something that you don't really like. The tea is going to be bitter, and you're just going to be like, no, I actually don't want this cup of tea. So this particular angel is Osmodel, and this says, I help time, patience, and planning be your ally when you contend with annoying details or complex situations. Interesting. So it says watermelon tourmaline, the month of April, and wait. Okay, this could be a wait and see. This doesn't mean that if you're being subjected right now to any kind of abusive situation that you need to wait and see what happens. No. But I feel like maybe some of you guys feel something deep down, but you're not quite sure. Wait and see, because as the year kind of unfolds, especially, by April, I feel like you guys are going to know without a shadow of a doubt that you're not just being overreactive, that you're not just being too critical, that there really truly is something that's off in a friendship or a social situation, and you are going to be able to remove yourself from it. Oh my God, you guys, we have the 7 of Swords. You want to talk about someone that's trying to get away with something cunning and deceitful. It's the 7 of Swords in tarot. Holy smokes. So this says here, getting caught, confessions, remorse, unworkable strategy, coming clean, pricked conscience. Okay, this tells me that somebody has been up to no good, and you're going to figure it out. You're going to find it. You're going to catch someone red-handed. Now, sometimes people, especially narcissists, will look you dead in the face, even if you're holding up the evidence in front of them, and say, I didn't do it. And you're just like, are you kidding me? It's almost like your brain is going to explode. Like, how could you deny this when I've got the facts and the evidence right here? Okay. So I feel like whatever this is going to be straightened out for you next year. You're going to really see who someone is. And even if they can't admit it, you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that there is something here. Now, someone could have remorse. Somebody could try to set the record straight with you. Somebody that really hurt you could really come clean and say, I'm really sorry. And with time, don't rush back into it is what I'm getting here. Don't be super quick to trust somebody that has deceived you and has hurt you before. It doesn't mean that, you don't have to forgive someone, as in you don't have to let them back into your life. But if you guys do let someone back into your life and you give it another chance, Definitely take your time with this. And I feel like that's why this angel of patience is here. Take your time with the situation, okay? Allow this person to, if they're really, really sorry, this is the perfect example. When someone is not sorry, they're pissed off when it's taking you such a long time to trust them again. That's not somebody who's truly sorry. That's not somebody who's truly humbled and is really, truly remorseful. Somebody that's pissed off that they're not getting from you what they used to because you're not just immediately going back into old patterns with them is not somebody that is really thinking of you. They're actually thinking of themselves. So I feel like you guys will have an opportunity to really get something straightened out in regards to a relationship in your life next year. And it's really going to, you're going to see something very clearly, and something's going to get cleared up, and you're either going to be done with it, or you're going to wait and see what happens, and someone is going to prove they're going to prove themselves to you, is what I'm seeing here. Very interesting stuff so far. Okay, let's continue. All right, what else? We have spirit animal paw print. Okay, so this is going to be a particular animal that wants to come through. So all of these, out of all of these cards, I feel like there could be maybe an animal, and if not, we will draw cards until we receive an animal. Okay, so no animal yet, but we do have flag. So we have achievement, recognition, overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery, bragging rights, carry the day, plans are coming to fruition, and king of the mountain. Fantastic. All right. Okay, so we have the woman. So this could be you, a feminine watching this video. This basically, it says that you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like you're really in a power position. To me, this is kind of Queen of Wands vibe with that flag energy for sure. So I just really got lion, and the reason why king of the mountain, to me it's like king of the jungle. The king is the lion. So I feel immediately that your spirit animal this next year in 2024 could be a lion. Okay. Okay, so we have Nashiel. I might not be saying that correctly, but we have Angel of Independence. And guess what? The Queen of Wands is very independent. So I definitely have that vibe here. Freedom, spiritual growth, light, power, enhanced pineal gland, wisdom, exploration. So it says, this angel will help you open the door to freedom in all areas of life through spiritual enlightenment and the discovery of truth. Fantastic. So the stone is bronzite. The month is November, and we have big changes. All right, so let's go ahead and see if an animal comes through besides what's already being channeled, which is the lion. Okay, we have a dog. There it is. I'm like, there's got to be an animal in one of these cards. There it is. The dog. So it could be like maybe you're the year of the dog, even though I think we're going into the year of the dragon in Chinese astrology, but maybe some of you guys are year of the dog. But the spirit animal is an animal that basically is of either a feline family, so the lion, or the dog family. So I just feel cat dogs could be your spirit animals, and those are very common pets. And so I feel like maybe some of you guys could even be getting a new dog or a new cat next year, which would really, really bring about just a lot of positive energy, especially the Fool. The Fool is a free spirit. Some of you guys might be free now to be able to have an animal. Let's just say you guys lived in an apartment complex. Maybe you guys were not allowed to have animals, or it was just very expensive with the deposits and things like that. Maybe you're in a home, or you'll be going into a home where you can have a pet. Maybe some of you guys are moving out of a family home, so you're getting your first pet, or you were living with somebody or a roommate where they were allergic and now they're gone. And so now you have the freedom to have this animal. So cool. But it says here, new beginnings, setting out, spontaneous adventure, idealistic potential, carefree opportunity, and the unknown. Some of you you guys could also be traveling with an animal or a pet. Probably not a cat, but more like a dog. You're going to be traveling with your companion, your dog companion, maybe taking some road trips or some camping trips or something like that this next year. But I feel like you guys have some sort of confidence and some sort of an independence to be able to travel and to be able to do the things that you want to do. But there's just like a lot of big changes, obviously, that are coming your way, a lot of spiritual growth. And we have freedom 2 times here. We have freedom. So to me, it's like free spirit and freedom. So it's like you're free this next coming year. The dog and the lion, look up those spirit animals, because there could be something where it's like you're very free. There's like a free aspect to those particular animals. I don't know so much about the dog, but maybe with the lion, kind of like you're at the top of the mountain, you are calling the shots. You're basically saying what stays, what goes. You're in charge. I love this. Okay. All right, let's get some more. What else do we need to know? Okay, we have leaf turnover. So we're going to turn over a new leaf next year. I can't even talk. Next year. Let's see what this is about. Turning over a new leaf. Oh, I love this. We're taking off the blinders. That's what we're doing. That's just a wonderful card. This says here, victim mentality, confusion, tunnel vision, resisting clarity, confirmation bias, restriction, narrow focus, echo chamber, denial, oblivious, out of touch, hyperfocus, and concentration. Well, guess what? We are going to turn over a new leaf by taking off the blinders and no longer having tunnel vision on a specific thing. Instead of kind of putting all of our time and energy into one thing, it might be that we open up our arms or we open up our eyes to new experiences. We're not going to hang on so tight to one specific thing. And I feel like that's where a lot of that freedom comes from, you guys. Okay. So we also have a horse coming through, because we just talked about the spirit animal. This could be a lion, a horse, or a dog. And I believe that the year of the dog and the year of the horse, I'm pretty sure those are Chinese astrology. I think the horse is. I could be totally wrong on that, but I know the dog is for sure. Let's go ahead and get another one. Let's see what else. So we're just going to, we're no longer going to, I feel like we're no longer going to tell the same story. Yes, something happened to us. Absolutely. And it was pretty significant and it sucked. But you know what? I feel like we're going to resist the need to repeat this story in 2024. It doesn't mean you're never going to speak about it again, but it might be that your frequency or your need to speak about it, you're just not going to have it anymore. You're just going to be like, I'm tired of the story. I'm tired of telling the story. It's so funny. I was actually talking to my, I think it was my hairstylist, and I started to go into a story that was just like, it's kind of ancient now, but we were kind of talking about the subject of, because I'm a stepmom, and so just, the moms of the kids, and, the toxicity and the craziness with those types of situations. And I was just like, as I'm talking about it, I'm like, oh God, I'm so tired of telling the story. Like, I was like making my own self sick, because there was many times and still even to today that I'm victimized by that situation, but I'm tired of the story. I'm tired of the narrative. It's like, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm just so over it already. So I just feel like that could be it for some of you guys. You're tired of telling the same story. You're just like, I just want to create a new narrative, a new story. And we have dolphins, and instead, okay, so dolphins could be another spirit animal, but it says peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication, playful, humor, fun, collaboration, and joy. You know what? Focusing on the shit that's happened to us that we really can't control, all it's going to do is suck the joy right out of our lives, okay? It doesn't mean that we have to pretend things didn't happen, or that we're acting completely like oblivious to life or reality. But we don't always have to hyper focus on it every single moment of every single day of our lives. There's a time to experience joy. There's a time to experience fun. And that's where I always see the dolphins coming through as a reminder. Don't forget to have fun. This life is supposed to be about fun and joyous times too. It's not just about, the down times. It's not just about all the hurt and all the hardships. Life is also full of joyful, happy experiences too. So don't forget that side of life. Don't get so focused on all the pain that you can't even have a good time anymore. And if there's somebody that has victimized you, don't give them that much power over your life. So I feel like we're going to turn over that leaf this next year. We have Angel of Mercy. You know, when it talks about having mercy for your abusers or mercy for people that hurt you, it doesn't mean we're giving them a pass. It doesn't mean we're saying it's cool. It doesn't even mean that we have to have them in our lives. But the forgiveness that we do, it just means that we're willing to put down the poison bottle. We're no longer willing to drink from the poison of our hatred or our rage towards them. That to me is forgiveness, okay? We're saying, I've got to be done with this shit. I have to come to a peaceful compromise within myself. I have to release this pain. I am tired of carrying around this wound. So this says here, Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy, forgiveness ends estrangement, alignment, solutions, peaceful compromise, and releasing pain. This angel is going to help you to heal energetic blockages through the process of forgiveness and transmuting negativity with the violet flame. So the stone is a blue agate. And we have the numbers 6 to 12 months, and give it time. Healing does not happen overnight. It's a process. It's a journey. So if you guys don't want to start off another year with the same pain, the same wound, the same poison, dedicate yourself to something. Be disciplined in either a recovery program, working with a therapist, reading a book, being more mindful of your thoughts, taking care of yourself, focusing on more positive, empowering things. Make it your goal this coming year to be a happier person and not let the people from your past rob you from any more joy or living. I know it's easier said than done, you guys. I got a lot of wounds and a lot of pain myself, and we can't just snap our fingers. But you know what? Sometimes we do have to be disciplined and try and be more mindful and just try to do our best to get through it. Yep, look at this shit. 8 of Cups, walking away. Release what doesn't serve you. Emotionally unfulfilled. Time to move on and letting go. Look at you. Like you're taking yourself and your stuff with you, and you're just exiting the building. You're done. So some of you guys are walking away from maybe a very traumatic or even abusive relationship or even situation. But whatever it is, you're not fulfilled. It's not serving you in a positive way anymore. You know, and that's the thing with trauma and pain. It's like, you know, the story is not really who you are. It's not your entire identity. And sometimes we can get so enmeshed with, this is who I am. You know, I'm a victim. This is who I am. And sometimes, you know, you'll find that actually doesn't serve you in a positive way. Some of you guys, it's time to change the script. It's time to change the narrative. It's time to go into a new direction. So, I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's just so easy, just do it. Okay. But there's no other way to really say it in this reading here today. So, all right, let's go ahead and get some more. What else do we need to know? Okay. So we have love and romance. Interesting. I was like, I wonder if this is going to come up. I wonder. So let's see what we need to know about love and romance, because we did see a lot of a message about friendships or our relationships with other people, but I just didn't feel it was very romantic that we were talking about. So now this is romantic. We have curtain call. We have acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, applause, show, appreciation, spotlight, focused attention, theater, act, performance. You are watching a movie. Ooh, you are watching a movie. Okay. So I feel like it's curtain call on a particular scene. Maybe somebody that you are in a romantic connection with. It's like next scene. So it's either you guys are taking things to the next level, or you guys are going from maybe, the scene where things have ended, and now you guys are going to go into a new beginning. Or maybe there is, this happiness, and then now there is a separation. So there's something that's going to be shifting in your movie of your romantic life. Something is going to shift. And if you're single, to me, this is just something is shifting. Okay, so we have the Princess of Water, which is the Page of Cups, Pisces energy. Okay, so we have 6 to 9 months. Very interesting. So it could be between 6 and 9 months, or the 6th or 9th month, so June or September. But it does talk about February 22nd to March 21st. So there's actually a lot of different timing here with this card. The ruling planet is Neptune, and it says intuitive, dreamy, artistic, compassionate, sympathetic, perceptive, tender, humane, sensitive, and impressionable. So the tarot card is the moon. Okay, so I see the Page of Cups is Pisces, and so is the moon. So I feel like some of you guys are going to be entering into, dating again. You guys are going to be learning, learning about someone new, or you're going to be kind of flirting back and forth. You're entering into a new phase where you're welcoming in new love, because the Page of Cups to me are new offerings of love. Some of you guys, it could be that you're about ready to hear a message from somebody that you haven't heard of in a long time, or heard from in a long time. And the moon means that the scene of your relationship has been in the moon's phase, and the moon has been shadow. The moon has been dark. The moon has been unknown. So some of you guys could have been dealing with a very challenging time with your person, and things are about ready to shift and change in 2024. Seeing that as well. We have Raziel. It says angel of magic and mysteries behind the veil. Interesting. So the moon is all about things that are veiled, things that are a mystery, things that are unknown. Some of you guys are very intuitive, and you know this is coming. Behind the veil, mediumship, divine wisdom, illumination, dreams, visions, and diving deep. So some of you guys are having dreams of your person. You're having dreams of somebody coming through. This could be somebody that you've never met before. So dreaming of a future partner, or somebody that you are already connected to returning. But this angel says, I enhance your spiritual gifts, infuse your heart with inner knowing, and reveal the secrets of source. So some sort of secret is being revealed to you, the viewer, about your love life. So pay attention. So the stone is clear quartz. The timing, now we have 1 week, and we have many options. So you do have many options, you guys. You have free will. You don't have to go with whatever you're being given information about. But the thing is, within 1 week's time, things will be crystal clear to you. Or it could be 1 week into the new year, it's very crystal clear to you, where you get a crystal clear message through a dream, or some sort of an intuition, like a divine download about your love life or a particular person. So definitely pay attention to this. All right, let's see the tarot. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Cups. You want to talk about the Queen of Cups, or somebody being psychic? It's the Queen of freaking Cups. Cancer's energy. So we've got 2 water signs here. But we have creative, idealist, emotionally connected, being in the flow, deep feelings, empathetic, intuitive, psychic, and loving. So the Queen of Cups is ready to love. Her cup is open, ready to receive. She is very psychic and intuitive, and she is trusting her psychic abilities to lead her in her romantic and love life. So definitely pay attention to your dreams and your intuition, you guys, when it comes to a particular lover, whether it's old or new, because some kind of information is coming to you in the new year that's going to be crystal clear on the direction to go. Very interesting. All right, you guys, we're going to get one more, and then we're going to call it a day. Oh, we have a sweet surprise, candy cane. Okay, so what's going to be a nice sweet surprise next year? Let's take a look at that. What sweet surprise is in store for 2022? 2022? What the hell? I'm in 2024. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, coin toss, choices, either or, be fair, considering pros and cons, fate, equal, 2 sides to every story, butterfly effect, either way, 50-50 chance, unpredictable, can't decide, take a chance. Ooh, okay. So it could be that something that we've been in kind of a toss-up actually works out in our favor. There's a chance that maybe we're going to be surprised next year about something that we kind of were not sure about. Something's going to come to a conclusion. We're going to get insight on something. Something's going to happen. Oh my God, you guys, it has something to do with your freaking love life. Ooh, okay. I just got blast from the past coming back to maybe apologize, and you were not expecting it. You never thought it was going to happen, and it does, because it says forgiveness. But we have love, romance, joy, bliss, heart's desire, content, affection, fulfillment, and kindness, forgiveness. If it's not a blast from the past, you guys, it's a sweet surprise that's in store for your love life. You're going to meet somebody really great, and maybe you were kind of up in the air about love, and it's a sweet surprise. You actually meet somebody of great value, somebody who's really great next year, and you're just like, wow, just when I was about ready to give up, or just when I just didn't care whether I was ever going to meet someone again, somebody amazing came in, and it was like just so cool. So let's see what else. Oh my God, guys, it says Angel of Impossible Miracles. Oh my God, look, swift and astonishing surprises. That's crazy with the sweet surprise. It's going to feel like a miracle that something happened. Something that you never thought would happen happens next year. And it says it gives you a spark of wonder. And we also have rapid healing and vitality. So, it kind of brings you back to life. But it says this angel, call on this angel when you need an impossible miracle, and she will set a series of events into motion to bring it about. I feel like you guys have already asked the universe. You've already prayed for something to happen. And I feel like whatever this is, it's going to come true for you next year. So the stone is bloodstone. We have many timelines. I feel like if this is a past love, lost love, you guys have been on different timelines for a while, and your timelines now are about ready to merge. And we do have the word again, surprises. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of a change next year that's really going to freaking knock your socks off. And you're going to feel like, I can't believe it. I never thought that this was going to happen. Holy shit. Oh my God. That's the energy I'm getting. And it has something to do with your love life. So cool. All right, let's go ahead and get one last tarot card. And we have the Page of Swords. A message. Somebody comes in. They give you a message. They communicate with you. And the thing is, it's just like, it says thirst for knowledge. This might be you're really getting to know someone, and you really get to know somebody's mind, and you allow a relationship to unfold. You really take the time to get to know someone, right? But I also feel like this is a person from your past, or somebody that you've been kind of like wondering if you guys will ever speak again or reconcile. And I feel like they are coming through with this thirst for knowledge to know if either you feel the same about them, or where you're at when it comes to, your connection with them. And so because they need to know something, this is when they reach out to you. And it's like crazy to you that this person did this. They sent you this message. So that's what I'm seeing, you guys, so far. So I really hope that there was something in this reading today that resonated with you guys. And I hope that you guys just, felt like it was entertaining and fun, regardless of whether it resonates with you or not. So anyways, thanks you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.